It's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to do your September weekly reading. I'm just starting these weekly readings. And so this is for the first week of September. My format is going to be, I'm going to use the playing cards for the weekly, and I'm going to use the tarot for the monthly. But so I'm going to pick a card with these weekly ones from the Good Tarot. These cards are so beautiful, and I really like that they're based on energy, you know. Just loving them. So I'm all excited. I'm leaving later to go to the States to help my girlfriend move into her new place, and I just got to finish these readings, and then I'm on my way for Labor Day weekend. What are the messages for my adventurous Sagittarius for the first week of September? Sagittarius. September 1st to the 7th. These are general messages. I'm not doing love readings. Just don't work for me. Sagittarius. September 2018. First week of September. What are your readings? I'm going to cut them now. Days are ready. I'm going to do a clock reading, a clock layout. And there's 13 cards, and that represents the 13 moons in the year. And I deal them face down, and then I turn them over as I get to them, as you're probably getting to know with me in the playing cards. That's the way I do them. That's the way I was taught, and that's the way I do them. So, your first card is the Eight of Hearts. So, eights are communication, talking. This is love talk. This is flirting. Could be dates. It even could be a gift. You know, you might get a gift of love, a love gift. But mostly this is communication. The gift is the communication. Someone's flirting with you. You know, there's flirting going on. It feels good, too. It feels good. Flirting builds confidence in yourself and in others, and can be very harmless. Here is the Queen of Clubs. This is a brown or hazel-eyed woman. She can have dark hair. Hair could be any color, really, probably brown. But she's and it could be a male. You see that? It dropped right out of my hands, eh? Wait. So, and this could be a man, too. It's presenting as a woman. She's very industrious, creative, lots of ideas. And you know, this person just doesn't sit on their ideas. They move on them, you know. They don't sit around and talk about stuff. And, you know, I used to have a job, I used to be a social worker, and I had to be on all these committees. I had to be on at least 3 committees, different types of committees. And man, I am not the committee person. Those people sit around and talk about doing stuff over and over and over again. Nothing really happens. You bring up the minutes from the last meeting, and then by the time you're done, the meeting's over, and nothing really happens. I thought, this is a colossal waste of my time. I couldn't stand them. Anyhow, that's what the Queen of Clubs is like. She wants to move on things. She can see behind and in front of her. You know, she learns things, she learns from things, and implements them in what she does next. 2 of Spades. So this is a meeting that's not turning out the way you planned. A partnership that didn't turn out the way you planned. You know, these people are looking in opposite directions, facing the opposite direction. They're not seeing eye to eye. Okay? The Five of Diamonds. The Five of Diamonds is gain in business. It's a gain. You're moving forward in business. It's there might be money coming to you for some reason, but hold on just a second or two. Hi, honey. I'm doing a reading right now.
Okay.
But I will come and check in with you.
All right. I just need a heavy-duty stapler.
Oh, check the shed.
Okay.
She needs my staple gun. Sorry about that. Anyway. So this is some sort of financial gain coming in for you. Somehow. Let's see where that's going. Ace of Hearts. This is new love. This represents love and family and the home. Happy home. Happy new feelings coming in. There's something. There's a door opening here for you emotionally. Okay? Ah. And this is a meeting that's going right. You know? It's like a seed has been planted and there's growth. This is partnership. Usually this is a business meeting or some sort of meeting regarding business, like work, creative ideas, planning. Maybe you go to a business meeting, you meet someone and you're like, boom. That's the way it is for me. I'm either fall hard or I don't fall at all. King of Diamonds. So the King of Diamonds is a green or blue-eyed man. I would say green-eyed first. And green-eyed, there's the, it is true that with the diamond, he is always looking for what he's going to invest in financially. He knows how to calculate risk. He knows how to calculate, period. So you're, it looks to me like you're in some sort of a business meeting with this guy. He could be an older fellow because he seems to have experience with investing. This is a man of experience. Could be a woman too, by the way. I see them looking at you, Sagittarius. Any of these people could be you, okay? Because it's based on the eyes. But I see this guy, and I'm going to say it's a guy because it's represented as a guy. I see him looking at you, and he wants to invest in you. He sees potential in you. Four of Clubs. So this is undecided in business. You've got and this is pausing. Fours are pausing to consider, what your next move is, what your next option is, which, you're at the crossroads. Which way am I going to go? And this is considering stability in business, This guy, or you, Sagittarius, this King of Diamonds, this green-eyed man, is looking at, is calculating this risk. He's pausing for a sec, and he's calculating this risk and deciding if he wants to invest in this or not, okay? I think invest in you. I think it's an invest, and he's deciding if he wants to invest in you or not. He's calculating the risk. He's pausing right now. This could be in love, too. This could be a combination of a relationship. You probably are a good investment all around, Sagittarius. You know, you're industrious, you're creative, you're a mover and a shaker. You know, you want to take things and do things with them. And someone is looking at you all around as what an investment you are, you know, what your worth is. 6 of Clubs. So this is steps in business. This is going to move forward. You are taking steps in business. It is growing. It's going from the 4 to the 6. Jumps right over the 5. Jumps right over. So things are happening in business. They're going to be happening in the next week for you. Someone has got their eye on you. Someone's watching. And they're like, holy, look at that Sagittarius. Like, you know, I got to get that. I got to get a line on that, you know. Ace of Diamonds. So this is communication, usually about money. This is coming after these clubs, right? The steps in business. So you're going to you might get a communication from this person saying, you know, I've been watching you and I think that you got what it takes to do this, to move ahead with a new business opportunity. This is a new financial opportunity for you. Coming in, you know, Ace is like 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. This isn't necessarily a time card. This is a communication. But I'm really getting 7 days. You know, I am. I'm getting 7. 7. I don't know. There's no 7 here. I don't know why I'm getting 7, but I am. Okay. The 8 of Spades. So this is words. You're going to have words with someone. You know, Sagittarius, you are a truth speaker. You like your cards on the table. You know, I need to know what's going on here. They don't like to be in the dark at all. Sagittarius does not. And they'd rather talk about it and get it out. Let's just hash this out and get it done with. Regardless of what the results are, they're always hoping for the best results, of course. But, you know, you're not seeing eye to eye with someone. There's some sort of disagreement on the going on here. And I think this is kind of where you're coming from. I see these last 3 cards as what's been brewing already. You know, there's been talk, negative talk brewing in the background. Undecided business, torn apart, doubtful. Not undecided business. You're just this negative communication has. It's like it's split you. It's like it's you're torn apart, being torn in all these directions, and it might mix you up for about. You might lose your standing, but not for long. You know, Sagittarius, they're not shaken for very long. They bounce back. King of Clubs. This is a brown or hazel-eyed man. He's probably got dark hair. He is also industrious. This could be you, Sagittarius. You're presented in both sexes here. These cards are all, they're together. They're neighbors, okay? So there's flirting, I think, between these two. He's industrious. He's creative. He's capable, confident, passionate. There could be some real passion going on between these two. But I think there's some sort of doubts. There's not seeing eye to eye. I think there's something there, but it's like you're not seeing eye to eye right now. There could be somebody bad-mouthing you, Sagittarius. Bad-mouthing you, talking negatively about you to create doubt in someone's mind. I think it's going to be worked out because, you know, you're not the kind to let things go on and just simmer forever. It's you know, I cook everything on high. Get it done faster. Come on. So I can see that happening for you. Anyway, you got some doors opening here, some new opportunities, and they're both red, I might add. Ace of Hearts, Ace of Diamonds. They're both red, positive, good new opportunities opening up for you. So let's see what the good tarot has to say. These are probably the most beautiful cards I have ever seen. And they're just full of energy, and I'm actually really excited to be using them. I was trying out these other decks, and I just wasn't feeling it. You know, I just wasn't feeling it. I couldn't. I just had no when it came to them. But I gave it a shot, you know. I always try, at least. So, Sagittarius, first week of September. What are the good messages? They're ready. Look at that. I just ask and I receive. I ask. This is a huge deck, too. This is big. And, you know, part of the thing with these big decks, they're hard to handle, is because you're not thinking too hard, too deeply. They're able to explore, to get in, to connect with you, because you're so busily handling them, you know. And it's able to get at that subconscious, that deeper part. So let's take this card. How beautiful. Love. Love. It's number 6. And it shows this woman. It looks like the sign of. There's 2 symbols here. So there's a triangle. That could be third party. I don't think so. I want to keep this positive. But there's these 2 columns here, which suggest balance. The lion suggests strength. And also, it's about having faith, believing in love. You know, you need to believe in something for it to come to you. I also want to point out that this is another 6, you know. You have these steps, you have movement. I was just saying how Sagittarius, they just can't sit with something. It's got to go somewhere or they're going to drop it. You know, this is either going somewhere or it's gone. And this, you know, she's quietly waiting for her love. She believes in it. There's 3 lions in this card. One behind each column, saying, you know, this has a lot of strength, stability, backing. You know, it's supported. There's so much trust here, you know. She is so comforted by this big, strong lion, and that lion is so comforted by her gentleness, she trusts that lion. She's sleeping in its lap, you know. And it's just it's just this beautiful, comfortable love. It's safe and comfortable. You know, it's funny because Sixes are steps. They're movements in love. It could be traveling to see your love, but they're not going anywhere. Look at those two. They're so content and happy exactly where they are. They're not going anywhere, you know. I'm happy right here. There's just so much trust. You know how much trust it takes an animal to trust you, to feel safe, to sleep in your arms like that? And for us too, you know? That's really about trust. And when you really trust someone, that's when you're ready to love and accept love. So, anyway, there goes the maintenance guy in his Jeep. Sorry about the noise. I'm just wrapping this up anyway. I really hope you enjoyed this reading. Please like, share, and subscribe if you do. I love hearing your comments, of course. I love all my subscribers. Love, love, love. I'll see you next week. Hey, don't forget to check out my Hugh Gaff challenge.